Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks. You join me in a replay on Karelia. Just a standard battle. I'm platooned up with Ross and we're driving our T54E1s, Tier 9 American medium tanks that are the autoloaders. These things are a lot of fun. Much like the T69, only the gun's a bit punchier, can deal with more stuff, so yeah. Heading down the east side here. Thinking, we'll try and get up to the middle ridge, the middle hill. And there we go. First enemies we spot, a Comet and a Panther. It's not really enough to deter us from going for it round this corner. Have a shot at the Comet. Missed that one. Go into sniper mode and finish him off. Again, old replays. Sniper mode's going to be dodgy. So now that we've cleared him off, we can head up the hill. Bit surprised we didn't spot anyone else coming around, other than the Panther obviously, but that's their heavy tanks just got up to the corner. So we've kind of made it up here with minimal damage. Ross getting tore into the Panther. And then we're going to push right across to their side of the hill. Because I kind of feel like that's the best position. We've got an enemy T29 down there who's pushed up to the rocks. If we can get around here and get a good angle on him, we can just pick him off. He is side on, so we get one shot in. Unfortunately, he's straightening out his tank and angling it pretty well. So two of our shots bounce. Holding on to the last one, hoping he's going to back up so we can hit the front of his tank, or maybe forget about us and show us his side again. But it's not looking likely. There we go, he turned his turret a bit but started turning it back. So we hit the side of his angled turret, not going to go in. And now we're in a reasonable position. Because if any of their heavy tanks start pushing up this flank, we'll have side shots on them. But for those paying attention to the mini-map, you may have noticed we're all on one side. Nobody's gone to the other flank. And there we go, get shots in this T29. Can't finish him off unfortunately, he's back in cover from us, holding on to these two shots, hoping he'll pop out again. And yeah, we're kind of in a stalemate at the moment. Their guys in this flank don't want to break cover, we don't want to break cover and push. It's not in our best interests. As you can see, Centurion 1 popping around there, getting hit by Issue 101 that was sitting at the back. But the difference between our team and their team in this situation is they can afford to just sit there and be dug in on this flank because they've got the entirety of the other flank to themselves, so they can just run straight up to our base and if they want, just cap. And that's, well, not going to end well for us. So holding these two shots, realise the T29's smart enough, he knows we're there, he's not going to be popping out to get us. So what we'll do is head over here, see if we can shoot anything in the middle. There is an AMX M4 out there. Don't have the best shot, I know this is at distance, but there was a rock in the way, he's got a good bit of cover. Can only really see the top of his tank, backs off, takes shot and miss. Fortunately our second makes it. And then we take a hit from something up towards our end of the map. So we'll run away. And as you can see in the minimap, they've got our base surrounded. They've pushed straight through and over our base. They are coming to kill us. And this is the thing, it's these situations in games where you're just begging for the enemy team to come and fight you. There's no way you can defend. If they decide to cap, that's it, it's game over. There's no way you can defend it, so you just have to hope that they come and fight you. Because best case scenario, you manage to win, but at least it gives you a chance to do more damage if they come and fight you. So we've got an enemy E75 sitting down here. Our heavy tank up north, he's just been totally swarmed. Just sticking my nose down to see if there's anyone else down by the E75. That T29 finally gets cleared up, so we don't need to worry about him anymore. And I like this position here. If anything in the enemy team pushes up from the south, we can just stick our nose out and hit them in the side. If they come down from the north, which they are, then hopefully we can get good shots on them. There we go, object 416 gets cleaned up. And we've still got a number of scary tanks to deal with. WZ111 making a break for it. Fortunately we can clean him up, get the killing shot on him. E75 is making a break for it, and here's the benefit of this position. Unfortunately the first one was a critical hit. The other two go in, his returning shot just bounces off our upper glacis, and our E75 friend can take advantage there and finish off the enemy E75. That was a good thing about this game. There was a nice bit of teamwork between myself and the E75, which is rare to find. You know, there was no need for communication, we just kind of knew what each other were doing and played off it. So here we go. Now with these numbers, it's 3v6 outnumbered 2 to 1. I think I've said this in a previous video. When you're outnumbered, saving those numbers, holding on to them can be quite important. The more tanks you've got, the better chance you have. As obvious as that sounds to say. So heading up here to help with Ferdinand, managed to pick up the T30 and get the Jagdtiger down to a one-shot kill, but unfortunately we couldn't save the Ferdinand, couldn't do enough to keep him alive. So it's just myself and the E75 now. We don't really know where anything is. We know the Jagdtiger is up ahead of us, but as for everyone else, not really sure. And again, this is a problem because they still have an artillery piece in their game, in their team, sorry. So we kind of have to be a bit cautious. There we go, spot T25/2, take a shot, takes our turret ring. We're going to focus the T25/2, I know it's difficult to see, but he was more in the open than the Jagdtiger. Managed to get the Jagdtiger blind, which was very lucky, because he did have the object 416 as cover, did have that tank wreck in front of him, which again was why we were starting with the T25/2. He was in the open, Jagdtiger had cover. So there we go, we've got a tank destroyer in front of us and behind us. AT-15 showed up there. And it'll be the tortoise that's behind us. So we're going to reverse up the hill into our old position. For the same reason that we were there before. If the AT-15 comes down from the north, we can get shots on him. If the tortoise pushes up from the south, we can just stick our nose out and hopefully get side shots on him. So there we go, AT-15's making a break for it. Comes out, we've got his side. Get one shot in, one shot bounces. And we'll aim at his cupola here. Fortunately it hits. And we get the kill on him. So there we go, down to 2v2. Now I'm still kind of hoping, you know, kind of thinking that this position should be artillery safe. unless their arty has relocated halfway up the map, which some arty players do take advantage of in these situations, go to unusual positions, but it's still not a very common thing to see. And yeah, our dead AMX M4's kind of taking it upon himself to be our team cheerleader now that he's dead. But there we go. Sitting in this position, pop our nose out, spot the tortoise. E75's coming down to go around the other side of the rock, and it's a simple situation where we play this tank off against each other. There we go. If the tortoise faces the E75, I can shoot him. If the tortoise faces me, the E75 can shoot him. And there we go, he's backing off, we've got side shots. Get 3 into him, leave him with 114 health. And the E75 finishes him. There we go, good bit of teamwork there. You so rarely see it when you're in random games. And sorry, MX still just going away in chat. So there we go. Managed to turn the situation around quite nicely. Totally down to the enemy team though. That wasn't like, it wasn't like down to our play, it was purely the decision by the enemy team not to cap. They wanted the kills, they came after us, and that's what allowed us to bring this game back around and get into this situation. It's a nice feeling because there's so many times when the enemy starts capping and you're just begging for them to come after you. Just, you know, ignore the cap, just come and fight me and we'll see how we can do. And there we go, spot the arty and finish him off. So there we are. So the post-battle results for that one, guys. Ace tanker for the T54E1, got ourselves a Radley-Walters medal, a Top Gun, and a high caliber medal. Unsurprisingly, to be honest, when we're doing that much. As you can see in the damage, we got ourselves 7,146 damage done, which just really shows you the amount of damage an autoloader can rack up. Given the right situations, the right circumstances, you can really do a great amount of work in these things. So yeah, there we go. That was for 8 kills, or base XP 1624. Which is nothing to shake a stick at. Not too shabby at all. Landed on our times 2 for the day, which is always great. Got us up over 3000 XP for one game. And yeah, there we are, guys. That is the T54E1. Fantastic autoloader. And for anyone who's more keen-eyed and paying attention towards the end of that replay, they would have seen me firing my premium ammo. Reasons for that is kind of because I ran out of normal ammo, and the reason I finished off the artillery with premium is because I only had 2 shells of standard AP left, and I didn't want to risk going after them with just 2 shots. I'd rather have a full complement given the choice. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Very much appreciated as always. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you on the next one.